And we're live.
What's
What's
up?
up, Dan?
No intro, so I was still chewing on goldfish.
Hey, that's all
So
right. It's
there you go. You caught me chewing, but it's good.
impromptu, just BS stream. So
Yeah, so it's John Carpenter's The Thing where you're at, from what I
I
can
know,
tell.
I should have watched that tonight or something. I tried to save that for a snowy day. Maybe I'll catch it tomorrow. But
I don't know if you have Shutter, but I saw Shutter has some winter themed horror they put up today.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Last Winter I know is one, and yeah,
Cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's actually been a couple of years since I watched the thing, so might be a good one
New
to watch.
4K's out, so
Yeah, I've got that. I've never put that in yet, so that'd probably be a good one to do. Um, Something else I want to watch tomorrow because tomorrow's going to be kind of a dead day. I'm going to sit here and watch stuff.
mhm.
Have you caught that new Pam and Tommy show yet?
No, I know it's on our radar because we did a Patreon review of the actual tape that they made,
Yeah,
which is boring as shit. I don't know if people remember, but it's like nothing's in focus, and it's just it
yeah,
was Tommy Lee, and you see more of him,
yeah.
unfortunately, than Pam. Uh, Brett Michael and the tape didn't have Vince Neil, but I think there's some Vince Neil stuff out there with her too. So
Yeah.
uh, it was really, really boring. But
Well, it was the first, so it had to set the standard, I guess. And
it was the first. So I'm kind of actually curious to watch that show now. I might get one in tonight. It's Hulu, I believe, right?
yeah, I think they like yesterday they posted the first three episodes, so uh, should be pretty interesting. It's by the people that did I Tanya, which I know that was a pretty well regarded movie. So
Yeah, I like that, Tanya.
Wolf
Uh,
King says the Hulk Hogan tape was better.
it was never put out completely, but you got Vern Troyer too. I
Oh
mean,
gosh, yeah,
you can't beat that.
we encountered that one night on one of these streams, I think.
Yeah, I think that was an old Hayden
Mm,
stream.
makes sense. Makes sense.
It does make
Uh,
sense.
so what's been going on in your world, Dan? We were talking before. I've been dealing with snow today, but you guys got rain. But otherwise, what's been going on?
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't cold enough to snow, but yeah, it's rained literally for like 24 hours. It hasn't barely stopped. So, um, which sucked because I mean, it was actually the temperature wasn't too bad. I was going to do a hike, but kind of where I hike a lot gets washed away uh, when it's that heavy of a rain. So I wasn't able to bother. But
Yeah,
yeah, mostly just been hanging around. I'm getting ready to knock out the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies because we're doing a franchise show to coincide with the new one. So a few of them I haven't revisited in a long time.
well,
What's
I'm
up, Jonathan?
What's up, homies?
glad Jonathan jumped in. I was going to ask both of you your thoughts on the that trailer for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oi.
Not a
It,
fan. That sounds like.
it's so like I made a post about it. It's like they saw Halloween 2018. They're like, yeah, we're just gonna do that.
Yeah, she even looks like Jamie.
Yeah, it was a little too much for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, they got so far. I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a very weird franchise because I mean, you go from one to two, and yes, I know there's some humor in one, but still very dramatic, change. Uh, one, two, three, four, really. I mean, they're all over the place. So
I actually watched 3 yesterday, and I forgot how much fun that movie is.
Kate Hodge, man, yeah, she was strong.
I will say though, like half of that movie is almost entirely pitch black, and it's kind of annoying. But
It's a lot of missing footage too. I mean, that one was
yeah,
butchered by the MPAA.
Yeah, even the unrated cut is like way, way, way cut down.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about this new one is it doesn't have to do much to be maybe at least middle of the pack on all those movies because most of them suck.
Dude, like how many more? How many more? Nobody ever gets it right either. It's it's so bad.
But I think that's partially because I think the original was kind of a lucky happenstance to some degree. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah,
It could. That's a fine line between like really cheesy and shitty versus like a masterpiece. You know.
It's hard to really remake it now, though, too, because nothing's that rural anymore. I mean, there are places where there's still, that looks like that, and there's not a lot of stuff. But, kids have cell phones, and, well, as we saw in the trailer, you can't get that same feel of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I actually think I'm going to show off some of my Texas Chainsaw Massacre merch on that show and just different things I've collected over the years. So I think it'll be fun. I've never gotten to go to the gas station, though.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah, I want to do that at some point. That'd be cool.
I was thinking, it's funny you mentioned that, Dan, because I was thinking about that watching part 3 yesterday. Like, it's impossible now to kind of get stranded, like, absolutely fucked in the middle of nowhere.
You have to really work towards it. Yeah.
It's wild. Like, that situation just doesn't exist anymore.
No, not in America. Not most places, to be honest.
Yeah.
There was a movie maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Josh Duhamel, I think, was in it. Scenic Route. It's not really a horror movie. Yeah, they just get lost.
Yeah.
And
he just
realize
loses his mind in the desert.
Yeah, slowly realize they're fucked and there's no way.
It's actually a decent movie.
Yeah.
It's IFC Midnight, I think.
Yeah, all psychological. Like I said, there's no supernatural elements or anything. It's just it's another one like that with Matt Damon. It's like one of his movies that nobody saw for some reason, but they're just like out on a walk. Maybe Casey Affleck was the other guy. I can't remember, but they just go out for like a hike or something, and the movie's just realizing they fucked up and they're gonna die. I mean, that's all.
Damn.
Yeah, they just get lost.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. But
I'll figure out what it is. Some random movie I remember watching.
yeah, basically have my daughter living with me now.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to show her like horror movies I think are like, some of my favorites. And we watched Texas Chainsaw the other night. She was okay with that one, but by far her favorite one has been the original Dawn of the Dead, actually. So.
Oh, nice.
That's an interesting movie to watch with like younger fans to see, because I mean mall culture's kind of dead.
Right.
So
Yeah, she's kind of after that whole mall boom, so.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see how people react to that one.
Yeah. Had a good time with it, though.
It's awesome.
What's been going on, Jonathan? Oh, go ahead.
I've been on vacation all week, man. I haven't been doing anything but watching movies. It's been fantastic.
Nice.
What about that Rumble? Since I got both you guys here.
Yeah, I don't think we've talked about that, have we?
No, we talked a little bit while I was gone. Did you go, Corey?
No, I didn't go. And thank God, because I know some of you guys enjoyed it, but I absolutely thought it was
I thought
ridiculous.
It was terrible. It was worst Rumble in years.
You know who's to blame for it, apparently, is Shane McMahon. He came in, and I didn't quite I will say to a degree, there were so many names out there as surprises, and I told people, I was like, you're not going to get them all. A Rumble's not filled with surprise entrants, but all right, if you just got Bad Bunny, I could give a fuck. I could give a fuck about Bad Bunny. I already did. But I get it. Some people do. Whatever. But if your big surprises are Bad Bunny and Shane McMahon, why wait and do them right at the very end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't spaced out properly.
Well, hell, I mean, we were all talking like during the thing, going, "All right, like 4 to go, like they're gonna be awesome."
Yeah, they
No.
got some bombshell.
And like you could see, I mean, I'm not angry that Brock won. Like, let's wrap that storyline up and move on. But
Yeah.
it from the beginning of the show, you could see it coming a mile away.
I just feel like when Roman interferes in his match and he loses the title because of Roman, that's all the build you need to have for them to have a match.
Yeah,
You know, and then
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because
Ronda, does she not possibly get a rematch if she's coming in? Does she really have to win the Rumble?
no.
You know, so
Well, my thing is,
Yeah.
what is this? The third WrestleMania in the last decade that's headlined with Lesnar and Reigns.
It is,
Yeah.
and I get the argument that it's different now because you've got heel Roman versus face Brock. But yeah, it's not like that dream main event, and I think you could have gotten there some other way.
But
It-
think about it, like if you had to book WrestleMania right now, what's a bigger match than that?
no, I mean,
Like they're just depleted. Like
Yeah,
they have no star power.
in a perfect world, I could have gotten somebody like a Matt Riddle hot enough that you could have done it. And honestly, he wouldn't have been. This was a year I think they could have done a surprise. And
They could have done, if they're gonna insist on bringing in Goldberg, they could have done Riddle Goldberg.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, Riddle
What's
Gold.
up, other Jonathan?
You are going to get Riddle Brock, which Brock said he would never do technically in the Elimination Chamber, which should be interesting. But yeah, I mean, right now the RK Bro stuff's probably the most over thing they got going aside from Roman. So
Evidently,
Yeah.
we're gonna get Johnny Knoxville, Sami Zayn at WrestleMania.
I thought that was done now, and now I do think Sami Zayn's going to have to put over Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Although, like, I don't mind it as much because Johnny Knoxville is gonna take some gnarly bumps. He did the other night. So
That's one dude that needs to like park his ass on the couch for the rest of his life.
I cannot wait to see that movie. By the way, if it wasn't like sleeting and icing outside, I would have went to see it.
Tonight, yeah. I was going to, but that and that Moonfall thing, I've got to wait for family. So
Moonfall looks fun too.
yeah, you kind of know exactly what that's going to be. Roland Emmerich. I, mean,
I kind of love that
Yeah.
though. Like, just
Yeah.
I'm nostalgic for that. You don't get enough of those anymore.
no,
Like
well,
world's ending. White middle-aged dudes got to stop it. Like that's a movie I wish existed again.
you get it.
You guys.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying you get it on Sci-Fi Channel like every other week, but
Yeah, but I want it like Con Air, dude. Like that's what
Yeah.
I'm looking for.
oh, Con Air is a perfect movie. I love Con
It is
Air.
my absolute favorite Nicolas Cage movie. I think everybody sleeps on it.
You go back and watch that, and there's like so many things like they could never do now. Like when he's going to haul off and punch the one guy, and then he just slaps him. There's just so many moments of gold.
The last of the Mohicans is burning, man.
And we get like the brutal like child killer at the end that's just in Vegas. Like, what does that
Like,
read?
how are you rooting for that guy by the end of the movie? And he
It's
doesn't
like,
do the only thing he does that's redeemable is he doesn't chop the head off of it like a 7-year-old girl. And like we're immediately like he's a good guy.
yeah, it's just like you're a cool kid, and then it's like I'm just gonna.
I'm not gonna chop your head off now.
That movie, yeah. Go back and watch Con Air, guys. It's they
And I'll tell you
they
right now,
don't
if you
make
have a
them like
home
that.
theater set up, that Blu-ray will give it a workout, man.
Now I gotta see how much this Blu-ray is.
I mean, that was one of the first Blu-rays I bought.
Yeah, that's
I
an
don't
old
think
one.
I have that DVD either. So,
It's a Buena Vista title.
oh,
I love it when Colm Meaney sees his car like just flying through the air.
Yeah,
Books on Amazon.
and like, I love how they ignore like the fact that they murdered hundreds of people probably when they landed that plane in the middle of Las Vegas. Like that is glossed over.
Everything's fixed by a one-liner. It was the 90s.
I miss
But-
that cliffhanger, shit like that. Face Off.
I mean, a lot of people, when I shit on like the Fast and the Furious movies, they're just like, oh, it was just as ridiculous having Bruce Willis like fighting on a plane. And I was like, yeah, but it was still a little different. And I don't even know how to put it into words, but Fast and the Furious almost is like boring to me now. It's I mean, they've sent them to space. I'm like,
I
okay, this is
can't
just too
keep
dumb.
up with it. It's like there's too many fucking movies.
Mm,
Like, who is this guy? Who is he related to?
yeah.
Family.
Which cousin of Paul Walker is this?
Yeah. Jeff Walker.
I will see if they ever do the Fast and Furious Jurassic World thing. I will. See
I
that.
swear, day one, take my money.
I'm all in for that.
Like, could you imagine? Like, take something like Velocipaster. Okay. Could you imagine if somebody at like Paramount was like, you know what, fuck it, give them $200 million to make Velocipaster? Like, what does that look like?
You might get there. I don't know. I still will believe I haven't heard any updates on that mashup, but if that happens, I think all bets are off. They'll do fucking anything at that point. And I guarantee you're going to see Vin Diesel drive the car down like a brontosaurus tail or something.
I'm all about that. Let's do it.
You know what I've noticed lately? Bruce Willis is now doing 32 movies a year, and they are all terrible.
How many have you watched, though, is the question. Because I still pick them up once in a while.
Like two. And like, the funniest thing is my dad like loves Bruce Willis, so he keeps watching all of these terrible movies. I'll be like, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's terrible. I'm like, well, it's Bruce Willis in 2022. It's not going to be any good.
He'd rather work for like 2 or 3 days and be done.
Yeah.
Is he the new Steven Seagal? Is that what you're saying?
He's getting close. He's had a few that I was like, wow. I mean, it makes sense that he'd do direct to, VOD movies now, but
I'll say this. Nicolas Cage never went that low.
no, and he's got 2 theatrical films coming out this year at least.
It's like he's on the
I actually
rebound.
think he's on the upswing. Yeah.
He is, yeah. That Dracula movie looks like it's going to be, because I know that Aquafina's, I guess, sort of a big deal now.
How is he slowly becoming a horror icon? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't know. That was a weird thing, too. There was a Fangoria article where it was talking about Nick Cage is going to be our next Vincent Price or Christopher Lee. And it didn't happen immediately. Like, I remember that it's a really interesting article if you pick up that Fangoria at some point. But, yeah, like, we're there now. Like, Nick Cage makes a movie and it's an event now.
That's crazy. We were just talking about this, and I'm scrolling through Facebook, and somebody's selling some Willy's Wonderland props. I wouldn't mind having a can of that fruit punch.
Yeah, Ben's talking about Pig. I still need to watch that. I've got that on Vudu.
What is it about? Can somebody give me a quick summary?
He is what do you call it? A truffle hunter. And, I guess the pigs sniff that out. And so he's got like this prized pig that gets kidnapped. He's like a former chef that's now living in the middle of
pig.
Yeah, he lives in the middle of the woods now, and he's a loner. And the pig gets kidnapped, and he goes back to his old stomping grounds in Portland to get his pig back. But it is a drama. Like, that's the thing. It's not like Nick Cage hunting down a bunch of guys that steal his pig. But it is great. Like, he's really good in it.
Really?
It's one of those, like, if
I'll
people
check
that
it
say he can't act, I'm like, yeah, that movie creeps up on you. It's really good.
Yes, it is, Jack.
It is a Christmas movie. I hate that that's like a pop culture thing now. By the way, like everybody's always bringing it up now. Like it's.
I'll always say it's obvious because he's at that building for a Christmas party. He wouldn't be there if it wouldn't. So, Ben said he saw Moonfall, and it was dumb but fun, which that's what
I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else has Roland Emmerich done? Like Independence Day and
Day After
Day After
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 2012.
I like 2012. Yeah.
Man, but then that age like milk, didn't it? Like it's not even like relevant after that date. Like
that was like I remember that was a big deal. I was terrified of like the Y2K stuff in 2000. I mean, I was younger, and I really convinced myself that planes were going to fall out of the sky and bunch of crazy shit. 2012 always seemed kind of dumb to me, though. Like it didn't. I don't know.
I read up. Do you remember like what you were doing, like when it hit?
2012 or 2000?
Yeah, like that date, like that drop dead date.
Yeah.
I was super drunk in a bar, and like it ran over to midnight. And, like I remember everybody talking about it. So I remember pieces of it. I just remember being like, "Hey, we didn't die." Sweet.
I think I more vividly remember Y2K. Just wondering if anything was going to happen on New Year's.
I barely remember Y2K.
But the biggest memory I have is I think I was in grade school. There was some dude that was like on the news and on TV predicting this huge earthquake for like this area. And they even like let us out of school the day he predicted it was going to be, just in case it did. Of course, nothing happened.
Yeah, that was like that. There was that nut job dude that he had like a bunch of Christian radio stations, and he would like every like 20 years he'd predict like the end of like the rapture and the end of the world. And like all of his followers would sell all of their possessions, and then like they'd travel across the country telling people the world was going to end and buy the billboards and shit.
Yeah. It's actually the talking about that Day After Tomorrow movie. That screenplay for that movie is based off a book written by Art Bell. So.
Oh, really?
Oh, he got paid.
That's cool.
That had young Jake Gyllenhaal played Dennis Quaid's kid in that one, if I remember right.
Yeah, and also had Emily Rossum from Shameless.
Oh yes, okay. I haven't watched that in a while. My mom's like a disaster movie junkie, and they're all basically the same. Like you get the rebellious teen in there somewhere. That's almost always there. Estranged. Parents. 2012, it's like really obvious. You guys have seen it, obviously, but it's like, oh, okay. Like,
I barely fucking remember anything about that movie. The only thing I remember about 2012 is they're on arcs.
Yeah,
like, that was like the big thing. That was the big reveal. Like that's what these super rich, powerful people pay for. Arcs.
It's so funny watching it too. It's like, oh, new dad, he's dead because Cusack's gonna get the girl.
It wasn't that long ago. I found like a 3-disc special edition Blu-ray of that movie, and I bought it. So I haven't watched it.
Nice.
But
I actually have the Blu-ray of it because it came with Godzilla 2000 or 99 or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ben says, "How do you forget Godzilla?"
Yeah, that might be his unforgivable sin.
Yeah.
I remember like the marketing for that movie. Holy shit, they went all out for it. Yeah. Here, lizard. Y'all remember that?
Yeah. I think 2. See, I can't remember, but I want to say 2 fast food franchises had Godzilla shit back then. Because you're right, it was everywhere.
Taco Bell was huge.
Didn't either Burger King or McDonald's have a piece of it though too, which was unusual?
I think Burger King probably sounds like more like that. Sounds more like them.
Okay. Yeah, that was. Ooh.
I miss the promotional shit being worth like actually being cool too.
Ben saying Godzilla had a great soundtrack. It did. It had Jimmy Page with Puff Daddy. That's a hell of a pairing.
I do remember. I do vividly remember going to see it, getting the the toys and
Oh, I had the toys for sure, man.
yeah, but I was
Do
disappointed.
you remember the animated show?
I never watched it, but I knew it existed. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a new one. Kruger's the kaiju guy. Like he can tell you anything about kaiju. What is it? 0 Point or something like that. Right now, and he said it's really good.
Wow. I'm liking the new trilogy, so of movies, American movies, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've liked all of them pretty much.
I still got questions about Kong versus Godzilla. Like, where was that monkey pooping while they were on that ship?
You don't want that gig.
No.
You gotta have a lot of hoses on that one.
Just, oh my god. Come out to fucking 5 stories of shit. You got 2 18-year-olds who just enlisted in the Navy down there fucking shoveling and trying to throw it overboard.
I
That's a movie
still
in
think
itself.
they should have ripped off Freddy versus Jason. Just have one of them decapitated at the end and winking.
I remember when I was a kid hearing rumors about the original Kong versus Godzilla having 2 separate endings.
Oh yeah.
I missed that time when you couldn't fact check somebody immediately. Like you just kind of had to like take somebody's word for the shit.
You can make up a lot of bullshit quite easily back then. Although it's weird, even with the internet now, there's so many people that still
I think
get
there's
away.
more made up bullshit now.
Yeah.
Like, I never heard of the flat Earth until the internet. So
That's true. That is true. Never mind. I'd like to retract my previous statement.
The flat earthers are unusual because I can't like quite get where you get to that.
Dude, it all has to be irony. Like they all have to do it ironically, or I will lose faith in humanity if I think these people actually think the Earth is flat.
I've heard from some that like I can tell you're not stupid, so I don't understand where you arrived to being a flat earther.
And honestly, if you go deeper, like that's the least of your worries. Like if you want to have an existential crisis, like
Yeah. Yeah, we got pizza.
What's the big lie? Like what
I
are
think
they trying to hide from me by saying the Earth's flat?
I do love the Pizzagate stuff, though. I think that's hilarious. Somebody actually stormed it, and it's like, where are the kids? Where are the aliens?
you son of a bitch! He jumps the counter, beats the shit out of him with a pizza pallet.
That
Man is 93.
It's funny though. Some of the crazy shit does come true though. Like Epstein Island and all that. I mean,
oh, that's so fucked up. That is so fucked up.
It is, and it's like stuff like that's been alluded to before, and it's like, wow, okay. I mean,
I need to watch that.
I do too.
That sounds funny.
I'll tell you a couple of amazing documentaries to watch. Is one I think it's called Dirty Money or something like that. The Netflix documentary on Epstein. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, it is.
And the Finding QAnon documentary on HBO Max. Holy shit, those are amazing.
There's
check those out.
Yeah, there's some good ones. I gotta think during COVID times, like the cult activity and just everything has to be off the charts, like more than normal.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, there has to be cults that started because of COVID at this point.
There's probably all kind of stuff in Hillary's basement, so maybe they should. I don't know. No telling what's down there.
I wouldn't fuck with her, Jack.
We're talking about Hillary Duff.
Yeah.
If this is the last episode of S'mores Indoors, you'll know why.
That's what happened.
I'll just go over to the other channel and talk.
They're gonna replace you by a lizard person. You're just
Like how fucked up would that be if that shit was true? And like a lizard person like tried to fucking eat you. You'd be like, hey, dude. Like the last thing you fucking see is a lizard. You know? Well, fuck. I guess they were right. The fucking iguana man.
Like I'm gonna check back into this flat Earth shit, just in case.
I haven't watched it yet, but there is an Epstein horror movie called Scary of 61st that I'm reviewing it next week. I haven't watched it yet, but it sounds pretty nutty.
I heard about that, but didn't realize it was like Epstein based.
It's like his apartment or something.
Oh.
I think Ben, was it you in the chat that said you saw it?
Yeah, I thought it looked interesting. I watched the trailer on it because I've been buying too much shit lately. So
I'm right there with you. The sets are what kill me. I'm a sucker for a box set, and
dude. Yeah. I've had to slow down.
I know. I bought the fucking Nunsploitation box set, so
I haven't gotten that yet, but I am gonna get it. So
I had to slow down, man. Like I have so much crap in my to watch pile.
No, it's they're just throwing everything out right now, so it's been
I picked
tough.
up that. It was on my video. I picked up that 4K of Deep Red, and we watched that the other night. Looks really great. So now I kind of want to get the Bird and.
Well, at least the other two are the cheaper ones.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you got to be careful because I got Bird with the crystal plumage, and all I got was like the 4K, not the box. So.
That sucks.
Gotta watch what you're getting.
I love those limited editions of Arrow. Like I don't mind giving $40 for that. Like I feel like I got something.
I think they're beautiful. Those black boxes with the way those Argentos are. What's up, Jay? If you want to,
Jay, get in here, man.
Yeah. What's up, Jay? Yeah, I got to grab the Nunsploitation box. I've still got stuff that I got to get from Vinegar Syndrome. I got that Forgotten Jolly, the new one, because those sets have been really cool. But I'm really looking forward to Girlfriend from Hell. I ordered it a little late, but that movie is batshit.
Was a Vinegar Syndrome partner?
Release, right? Culture Shock or whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I may have to grab that because you guys talk so much about it.
You won't regret. That's a safe recommendation. You won't regret that one.
I think I told you guys. Told you the other night. I watched that Steel and Lace, and damn, that's great.
They don't make them like that anymore.
No.
There's
some twists in there that you don't see coming, and
yeah,
damn, that's crazy. So
several people asked me about that one, and I was like, I haven't watched it in a long time, but I do remember it being like one of a kind. They just don't make Steel and Lace. It's not as good as Steel and Lace, but that TC 2000's also fun with Billy Blanks. There's a lot of like sci-fi action themed stuff from the 90s that's unmined. Like B movie stuff, but stuff that like B movies were just a lot of fun around that time, like PM Entertainment and stuff like Hologram Man. And I mean, they were all like either ripoffs of Terminator or RoboCop or Alien, but they were just fun, just a great time for that type of movie.
Ben says Korn's live streaming their new album right now.
Oh, wow.
Interested.
But you chose to be with us.
Yeah.
I picked up the, I guess Arrow had that box set sale going on. I got the One Missed Call trilogy.
Oh, that's a good pickup. Yeah.
I've been trying to get more J horror stuff. Because like it just works so much better.
It
does. I mean, when you think about it, like everything in The Grudge is kind of out of place.
The U.S. remake of One Missed Call, even though it's from the same director, is a piece of shit.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's not from the same director. Takashi Miike is the one that directed One Missed Call.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of my bad. What was I thinking of?
Shutter or Pulse.
Shutter. Okay, it was Shutter. Yeah. But you can't go wrong with Miike. I mean, he's not just horror by any means, but
No, what was the one I just watched recently? Crap.
Shutter, is that the one with Josh Jackson?
I can't even remember who was in the American remake
As
of
the
that.
God's Will. I think that's what it was.
Oh, okay, yeah. He does a lot of good Yakuza, samurai type stuff. If you want a crazy Miike film, Visitor Q. Like, goddamn, that's a wild movie. Ichi the Killer, which is the one most people are familiar with. Audition.
Did he do Battle Royale? Who did that?
No. Battle Royale was... Should know the damn name. I didn't get that new set of that either because I just didn't get around to it. There's been so many box sets that I've had to kind of... Kinji Fukasaku. I wanted to say his name right.
Kinji Fukasaku.
There you go. Yeah, I'm not confident enough to do it by memory.
I also went 4K in my bedroom this week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, picked up that soundbar. I sent you guys a link to it. I think it's actually pretty cool.
Nice. We've talked a lot of shit about Vinegar Syndrome on this channel, but like here lately, like I watched that Ebola Syndrome, like some of the shit they've been putting out, I've been really enjoying. So I'm gonna try to get into them a little more. They do a great job anyway. I mean, we never debated that, but
I want that Tix 4K, man, but it's got to drop in price.
Yeah, I think the lowest I've seen is like 33.
See, but what I'm betting on is like in a year or so, it'll be like that Tammy and the T-Rex, and like maybe on a Black Friday sale, it'll get down to like $20 or something.
I don't know with that. That one's tough. That Olive Blu-ray at one point was like $100 or more.
I don't know how much it is, but that Tix is on Hamilton Book, so.
Yeah, I think it's the same price. I saw it on there the other day. I do, but like I don't know. I'll catch it somewhere, I suppose.
Yeah, if you watch, they'll at least tell you how much is in stock for some of their stuff. You know, if it gets to like 500 or so, might be the time to grab it.
Hey, did y'all do your like top physical media releases?
We didn't do that. We did best of the year though.
Corey, did you do one?
I didn't. Trying to think what I got that came out in the past year.
Mine's The Kindred for sure.
That was a good one. I mean, maybe I would go with that Deep Red box. I mean, it's really good.
Or the Demon set was pretty fucking good too.
It was. I already had it. I got that as a Christmas gift because the Blu-ray looks so good. I just couldn't imagine it being better, but it is.
I'm glad I went 4K. I hate that it doesn't come with the Blu-ray though.
That's what annoys me because I can't then sell off just in case one day I'm not able to have a 4K player. Yeah. You know, because it won't have been around as long, so it's going to be harder to get a hold of them. That actually drives me nuts. And like the Argento stuff, which I've been getting on 4K, it doesn't have the fucking Blu-ray. So I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Just
give me the movie.
Yeah. Those are the first. And I just got that Juice in too, and it's only a 4K. And those are some of the first few 4Ks where they've had the special features on the 4K disc too. So I thought it was kind of weird. But
I haven't watched Juice in a long time.
Oh, Juice is so fucking good, man.
I'll need to revisit it. That's been
Yeah.
probably VHS, honestly, since I've watched that.
Yeah.
I'll stick with my Blu-ray, my $3 Blu-ray from the flea market.
Well, I got it for $10
Oh.
used, so
Nice.
just didn't have a code with it, so
Oh
that's-
hell, you can't beat that, man! I'd have done
No.
that for $10.
came with the slipcover too. So
Yeah, man, you wrap cardboard around it.
yeah,
I'll buy it.
that's why I've been buying all these other boxes. So
Man, I'm getting ready to start on my downstairs area. I'm getting ready to have to buy a new TV, and I'm kind of like excited, but I'm also like, I don't really want to spend that much money. But fuck it, right? You can't take it with you.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna go with that ultra short throw 100-inch.
I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna get like an 86-inch TV,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get like a Atmos soundbar, and that should.
My goal by the end of this year is to get maybe like an 80-inch wall mounted and kind of rearrange my living room, and then I don't think my 65-inch will go in my bedroom. That's a little too much, but
Yeah. I've
with
got
our
a
tax. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying I got a giant one in my bedroom that I never use. I'm kind of, but it works, so it's like I don't want to just lay it on the street corner.
Yeah, our tax refund. We're getting a different couch now, and I get to inherit the other couch for my theater room. We're like, she's making this. Fuck, never mind. This is live. I don't want to bitch too much. No, she's making us get these like home reserve couches that you have to literally put together. Like they ship it to you in a fucking box,
Oh well,
and like you assemble the couch.
I don't
Put the
know.
stuffing on.
I'll tell you
Cover
though, like you can get some good shit if you have oh crap, what's that app? Nextdoor app. Like at least here, like I've got all my furniture just like good stuff. I got like a leather couch, recliner for fraction of the cost. It depends on your area. I know some people said it's not that great depending where you live, but there's people getting rid of furniture all the time.
I prefer Menace to Society, Jay.
I'll go with Chiefs. I'm not a big Menace to Society fan.
I just love how crazy O-Dog is, man.
He is.
It's been a while.
It ends on such a downer.
Above all, I kind of prefer Boys in the Hood, though.
That's the one, right? That's the godfather of the hood genre.
Or Don't Be a Menace to South Central.
That's gold, man.
I love it. Give me that and The Sixth Man all day, and it's a good double feature for me.
You gotta throw
More,
Senseless in there too.
I don't think I've ever seen Senseless, actually.
Marlon Wayans and David Spade.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, okay, you'll have to
I'll
check,
have to check it out, yeah.
I remember Don't Be a Menace the one where the dude's riding along on the bike and offers to suck Sean Wayne's dick, if I remember right.
I got these
Cheeseburgers,
man.
man. You what?
Oh, yeah, Jay likes New Jack City. That's a good one, too.
Oh, fucking New Jack City's great, man.
That's underrated.
Crackhead Chris
Piz
Rock.
is giving you shit about your theater room.
The view of the grotto. No, the grotto is down at the moment.
He's got to dig it back out.
Hmm.
Joe Dirt is a classic, Jack. I'll give you that.
Never saw the sequel. I heard it wasn't very good.
I can never bring myself to watch it either because I figured it might ruin the first one a little bit.
Yeah, maybe I'll knock out Jackass and Moonfall this week. I probably end up liking Moonfall. I mean, it looks dumb, but like you said, like last year, I mean, it didn't crack my top 10 or anything, but like Tomorrow War, I actually had a lot of fun with it. It was just like a old-fashioned, no political agenda, just giant monster alien movie. Yeah, it was just fun.
That's always a good sign when your movie is a Crackle original.
I got the Blu-ray of Joe Dirt 2 at the Dollar Tree, like not too long after it came out.
Yeah.
There's been a ton of RJLE shit at Dollar Trees lately. So
I've
all
heard
those
that.
all those 4Ks from Walmart, all the budget ones, are showing up there.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I got never on Blu-ray, and I haven't watched it, I think, since it came out in '97. But I got Red Corner the other day with Bai Ling and Richard Gere. It's that movie that China was losing their minds over back in '97. I think it got her banned from the country, actually.
Damn.
Wow.
There's a lot of MGM stuff right now for a buck.
I got Vampire's Kiss.
Yeah, I saw that there. Yeah, I have that on Blu-ray, but for $1, yeah, pretty good deal.
Well, it's $1.25 now. No.
Oh,
Inflation.
I got the Blu-ray of Dolomite, the original there. For some reason.
Oh, that's a good pickup. Yeah.
Corey is
I
like
didn't see that.
the fucking Dollar Tree whisperer.
I have none really close to me, so like I just get lucky at some point.
Yeah, there's
Is that where you got that
some-
midnight movie for me, or
Oh. No, there's a little store in Evansville that sells crap for real cheap. I found it there. It was like $3, I think, there, but
It's not bad. Mine was packed the other day, and it was driving me crazy because 3 people were having the same $1.25 conversation with the checkout girl, and I'm sitting there with like 2 arms of movies because I was dumb and didn't grab a basket. Like each person had the same.
what's up, David, by the way?
Where's it going?
I forgot what I was going to say now. That kind of threw me off. No, I got that Dolomite, and I found the steel book of the Dwayne Johnson Hercules. And I was like, those are like
nice.
2 random ones that I've not heard anyone finding.
you've done that a couple times. I feel like you got Purple Rain there. I've never heard of that. I've seen some weird shit on that Blu-ray.com forum. Like somebody ended up with a bootleg of like a really recent movie that I thought was odd. Oh, it was X-Men, whatever, New Mutants or whatever. It was right after that came out. Somebody found a bootleg of that there.
I wonder if some people just go in and plant crap.
No, well, you got to think there's always a sticker on the outside of the UPC code
That's true.
that's rerouted for Dollar Tree. So if it rings up, like, unless somebody pulled the sticker and put it on.
Yeah.
I came across the other day in a Second and Charles free bin a bunch of like VHS tapes. Some are like labeled as wrestling, and I'm kind of curious. I don't have a VCR. I'm gonna have to maybe send them out because I'm like, it is kind of fascinating when they're blank tapes. What might be on them?
All these estate sales and shit you go to and you can't find a VCR.
I just haven't, like, I know if I buy one, I'm going to start buying old VHS. And like I said, like, you
don't need another Vice. Like, it's.
I don't. I started buying vinyl records during the pandemic. And now I'm like, why did I do that? I mean, I know why I did it. I was bored out of my skull and thinking I was going to die. So I just bought a lot of dumb shit. But, yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to I don't want to fall down that trap, but
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. There's only so much space. It's ridiculous.
It sucks that there's
here.
things I have to limit myself from doing because it will just spiral out of control.
Impulse control is an issue.
It's such instant gratification.
Yeah.
I've been doing a little selling and like rerouting my addictions. Like I want to try to like really hone in my movie collection, on good quality crap and not just a bunch of Dollar Tree stuff. More quality over quantity, I guess you could say. And like I'm trying to like clear up some room. Like I sold my prize Jordans tonight.
Oh,
because I didn't like how they fit anyway. So
was it
I,
to
I
Ginger
made some money
in
on that.
Texas?
No, I don't think so.
No. Corey's a Sasquatch, so there's somebody in the
Yeah,
Pacific
right.
Northeast with a bad
Someone's
hair condition.
someone was wanting to take a boat trip, so they just bought my shoes. Couldn't afford a real boat. And then recently, I've mentioned this. I sold those NECA figures I had just because it's just something else I don't need to start collecting.
Right. I've got 2, and that's it.
Yeah.
I've never been one to buy like every figure that comes out. I mean, I have a lot, but I've controlled that vice fairly well. The only thing like vice wise that I ever quit like basically completely was my poker addiction, but that was starting to go down a dark path. So.
I just wish I could casually be into something.
Yeah, no, I get it. Hey,
That would be cool. And not just like, hey, I've been on YouTube for the last 12 hours straight. I didn't sleep last night, but now I know all about polishing gemstones.
It was funny today. A random call came in from an old card friend, and it was like, "Shit, you're gonna like lose your appendages soon if you keep betting like you do." So that one was easy, but man, I just can't stop myself from buying movies. I keep saying I'm not gonna buy the Andy Milligan Blu-ray set. I'm not gonna fucking do it. And then every time I end up caving.
I'm really bad about that with 4Ks. It's like, don't need that. I'm not going to upgrade that shit. I won't.
Yeah.
Like 2 months later, I'm like, well, you know what? They knocked 48 cents off of it.
I haven't gone nuts like trying to get everything on 4K. I don't know. It's a case by case thing with that. Like, I don't need
foot
it.
down on the Halloween ones. I was like, no.
I didn't get those. Yeah, see, I haven't gotten those yet. And to be honest, I already had the first one on 4K.
Mm-hmm.
So, and after 2, I don't really need them.
I just had to tell myself, you don't need it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it with fucking Friday the 13th. Like, I have the 10 and the box set and like the double pack releases on Blu-ray, and then like way more than that on DVD. Like, it's just ridiculous. I have to stop.
Yeah.
No, I was so mad when they.
What you gonna do if that 4K set comes?
I can't. I cannot.
There's Scream Factory's just sitting there like, you're gonna bend over is what you're gonna do.
Man, it's fucking Scream Factory.
Canada?
How are you gonna release the like anybody gives a shit about that fucking Cursed movie unless you had the original Wes Craven cut. Then you fucking put out a $25 release of fucking Cursed. I'm guessing next month we'll get My Soul to Take. Or maybe fucking Chiller with Paul Servini.
Chiller is a boring ass movie.
Dracula 2000. I'm waiting for that one.
They did Vampire in Brooklyn, didn't they?
Yeah, that did come to Blu-ray. Yeah, that's a piece of shit. I forgot how bad that was. It's like, wow, no, that one didn't grow on me. That's still a piece of trash.
It's going double tap.
My Soul to Take will be coming. That's kind of where we're at now.
There is stuff though coming up around the bend that I really want to get, like that Arrow Henry Portrait of the Serial Killer.
It's fucking UK. Like, I thought that was so shitty.
Yeah, well, I'm still gonna get it.
The fucking import fee, like, I don't know if I want to pay the premium. I'll wait till it drops.
But you get a fairly good deal though if you get it through Diabolic. Like, they don't hurt you too bad on that, do they?
I still need to get that, just like bare bones edition of Dawn of the Dead 4K.
Yeah,
like that's really reasonable for like the $40 they're wanting.
Yeah, I finally got that on 4K. I mean, there is some stuff. I mean, like Happy Death Day, I like those movies. I don't think.
Yeah, like who really gives a shit?
No.
Like,
who's putting that out? just studio or
No, Scream Factory.
Scream
Scream
Factory, yeah.
Yep. I kind of felt that
Right.
way about Krampus as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. There wasn't
Well,
much added to that, was there? Or
there
That's
were
what-
new extras.
Well, it was
You
supposed to be a
know.
different cut of the movie. It was supposed to be an R-rated cut of the movie, or an unrated cut of the movie, rather.
Yeah, there was that. That was worth it. I don't mind on something like that.
But see, here's what I hate, and it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's a cardinal sin if you're a boutique label and you do this. If you have an unrated cut of the film, the theatrical cut should be included on the disc
yeah,
every time.
yeah, no, I agree. I mean, sometimes there's like barely any difference, but you know,
I still want it.
mm,
Like, it's bullshit. You're trying to sell me 2 copies, basically. If I want both,
yeah.
choose between 2 movies.
We were talking about Curse today on Region Free, and I don't even really remember a whole lot about that movie. I remember it was bad.
Christina
but-
Ricci. I think that's it.
Yeah, I vaguely remember who was in it, but like, yeah, my memory is Christina Ricci werewolf movie, not very good. So, at least if I do grab it at some point, it'll be like I'm watching it for the first time. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's my problem. Those are okay because they're putting them out on 4K, but stop putting out these editions of movies that are already out on Blu-ray, just on another Blu-ray. Like,
Yep.
give us something new.
Yeah, there are still Steel and Lace and Ebola syndromes out there that haven't made the jump.
Right.
You know, for sure. I know it's a hard sell though when you announce something that nobody's ever heard of. So
Right.
pretty much everybody I know though that has sat down and watched Ebola Syndrome has loved it so far. So
It's great. Yeah, I keep hearing rumors. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I keep hearing rumors about we might finally get Trick or Treat this year, which I'll be day one on that.
I think you will, I'm sure. That's, I know, big on people's list. 2022 is going to be a good year, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot that Hitcher is coming at some point too, and
There's some yet to be
Forget that.
announced stuff out there.
Yeah.
yeah,
What Drop
We
Dead
know.
Fred just finally came from Vinegar Syndrome.
Whoa, Vinegar Syndrome ended up with that?
yeah.
Yeah, did you see the new stuff up there?
No, wait. Who had that before? Synapse or not Synapse?
Severin.
Severin.
What
Yeah.
happened with that shit?
I think they lost it with that whole Cruel Jaws thing, probably.
Yeah.
What is the new stuff here? Where can I find that?
VinegarSyndrome.com, and then there's there's new partner label stuff too. I heard some good things about Blood on Her Name. I actually got that on sale, a digital copy. It's not a horror movie, but it's supposed to be kind of a thriller drama, and it's apparently pretty good.
Black Xmas feels like a Scream Factory to me.
Oh yeah, I hope
Oh.
that gets a Blu-ray.
Drop Dead Fred. What else do we get here?
You're gonna drop a couple $100 by the end of the stream. That's what's gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not paying $35 for a fucking Dead Heat 4K.
I haven't yet, but
He will, folks. He will. He'll have it pretty soon here.
next stream probably. Yeah, that is coming to Amazon, so I'm like, all right, I have time. I may not get the slipcover, which whatever, but although right now it's like the same price to just get it with the slipcover. So
You know what I do love though with a lot of these releases, especially Severin and sometimes Vinegar Syndrome, is between like Shudder and Tubi, a lot of that stuff you can check it out now before you
Yeah,
buy it. So,
yeah.
uh,
Most of the folk
That's
horror
helpful.
stuff went up there, which
right.
yeah. Which I was really surprised though. I was like, man, I'm surprised they
That was
didn't
up there
wait.
quick, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, before
Yeah.
the Amazon street date at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin
Phoebe
Kline.
Cates in her prime, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm grabbing Drop Dead Fred though. I don't remember thinking much of it as a kid, but it's another one I barely remember, so I might
I don't-
impulse it at some point, but
I don't know if I saw it back in the day or not.
I remember it was one of the ladies I knew that ran Sunburst Video had that poster up for like years. It was like one of the main posters, and
Yeah.
yeah. So I know I rented it at some point.
Yeah. I guess at some point too, I'm gonna hit the old PayPal paying for and grab an Oculus.
Got mine on the paying for right now. I got one more payment left on it. Got one more left. It comes out to like $80 or something. Like every 2
Dude,
weeks. Not bad.
See, I can handle that. I'm not like if it was just you got to drop $300 right up front. I'm like, yeah,
That's kind of where I
pass on
was.
that. But
That's-
I go, I'll do 80 every 2 weeks.
I've used the shit out of mine, man. It's so much fun. Like when you get yours, we'll have to hook up and then we go watch movies
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah,
We could stream like that too.
that'd be kind of cool. So it's a smart thing to do, Ben. Not to blind buy. I'm trying to do that less. I will go off of people's recommendations and stuff too. But the one good thing about Vinegar Syndrome, Scream Factory, all that stuff is, if you don't like it, you pretty much can get your money back.
You can get your money back out of it, yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
wait
if you
for-
like wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's insane to think that. I mean, there's some people that are going to have maybe thousands of dollars worth of slip covers at some point.
Yeah.
You know?
Gotta check out these Sleepaway Camp Blu-rays because it may be time to get rid of them.
You have the slip for them.
I don't, unfortunately.
Well, still,
That'd still be.
And what's
pretty
weird
good
is like
amount.
I bought them when like they were like flash sailing them for like $13 a piece.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I know Wes has said this before on Dead Pit, but those will probably hit 4K at some point, so
I
I'll
hope
probably
so.
do some kind of 4K set with them.
I still have all my DVDs, so if I ever wanted to watch them, I'm still good to watch them.
Yeah,
That's definitely proven to be a franchise. When people can't get a hold of something, they'll drop the big bucks.
Jesus, the DVDs are fucking expensive now too. Even that was
Yeah.
weird. Do you guys remember there was like bootleg copies of 2 and 3 in Walmarts, like in the $5
Yeah.
bin?
yeah.
They were just like really shitty VHS rips.
Yeah, that. I once found couple trauma titles at Walmart, which made no sense. Redneck Zombies. That wasn't really forever ago, but they had that, and I was like, man, I never saw trauma in a big retailer like that.
You find weird shit every once in a while.
Yeah, you get lucky once in a blue moon.
Do you remember when the Scream Factory titles showed up at Walmart like a year ago?
Oh yes.
And we all
Oh,
just
yeah.
went out and bought all of them. In some cases, we even bought the Legally Blonde trilogy.
Yeah, I sold it pretty
Those-
quick, to be fair, though.
Everybody was hoping that was a sign of things to come, that like just every Scream Factory is going to just show
It
up in
wasn't.
Walmart.
But it was nice to get shit like, well, I mean, I already had it at the Steelbook, but like Big Trouble in Little China,
Yeah, Critters box
12
set
bucks.
is there.
Critters box set for $25 is like the deal of the fucking year.
Yeah,
And
That set was-
the Fly box set for like $30, man.
I think
enjoyed
you
the
can
hell out of that.
you can still get that. I think it's some
In the
Walmarts.
Omen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Omen. Yeah, yeah. I still like picking something up in store.
I
I
do too.
I know that's not got a lot of time left, but it's more
Yeah.
exciting.
I know we didn't hit the Rumble, but we should make a trip over to Vintage Stock again sometime. And
Yeah. Did you see that stuff I shared about Kevin Smith being over there in St. Louis or whatever for that
I
event?
didn't see that.
Yeah. I was going off about the price, but like at first I saw it, I was like, oh, St. Louis. And I'll see if Corey wants to go. But to get a photo op with Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes and one item signed by the two of them was $320.
Jesus.
At that point, like if I ever became famous enough that somebody would give a shit about me writing my name on something, I just don't think I could charge that. I would feel like the biggest asshole on the planet. And I understand you've got agents and everything, and people are getting their cut, but I don't know.
Everything about Kevin Smith in the last few years, though, has been dog shit.
He's not the same guy, and it's kind of sad because I love his early stuff.
Oh,
but,
me too, man. It was fucking amazing. He's just
Yeah.
not that guy anymore. And he's
I'm afraid. Like, I'm extremely afraid, but cautiously optimistic about this new Clerks. Just
Man,
because I love the first two.
I do too, man. They're amazing. But everything he has done since Red State has been fucking garbage.
Did you guys watch the Clerk doc on
did,
him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He, I don't know. He got really. I mean, I understand a health scare is gonna, change you, but I don't know. It didn't change him for the better for some reason. He just kind of,
dude, like he lost his balls. Like he wants to upset no one.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not what his early shit was like.
No. People seem to overcompensate. Like, I mean, I've never heard anything bad about him or anything like as far as in his past, or he's screwed somebody over, or jacked off into a plant or anything crazy. But I maybe it's just some of the stuff in his movies that he's like overcompensating for now. But
I mean, his wife and his daughter got him like all veganized and uber liberal PC.
Do you feel like there's any possibility he's trying to like overchange his image because he did so much work with Weinstein and was associated with him?
That may be part of it, but like it's not leaving nobody is catching the stink from it. Like it's not like Quentin Tarantino, like arguably maybe a sexual predator. We don't know. He likes feet a little too much. But like nobody's saying anything about Quentin Tarantino, and I mean, all of his shit was through there. Like Wes Craven did a ton of shit with the Weinsteins. Like all the Scream movies were there.
And Wes Craven is as he appears in his interviews. That he's like the nicest dude.
Yeah. So at least the stink didn't get on to them.
Right.
I think what hurt though, like he did, if you remember like some interviews, like I mean, he talked like the Weinsteins were his like best friends.
Yeah, I do remember that. And like I think the last time I've heard him mention it was a negative encounter. He's like, the last encounter I had with Harvey. Like, told him off or something. Because now you're not sucking his dick trying to get $5 million to make a movie.
When Harvey Weinstein was still powerful, he would have slapped the shit out of Kevin Smith. He didn't care about what Kevin Smith thought of him. That's my like one thing with him, because like I'm hearing all this like, oh well, I didn't know. I mean, I knew he like cheated on his wife, but like, yeah, you did. Those stories were all over the place. No, I know extras and people everybody knew. Like that shit was like the worst kept secret in Hollywood. Kevin Spacey, another one. Everybody knew. Not the underage part, but they knew that guy harassed people. So I don't know. I just don't believe him. I think he's full of shit. Just admit it. You know, he was. That doesn't mean you did anything, but you certainly knew what was
Right.
going on. Those stories were all over the place.
I don't know, man. Like being famous right now, like it must be the worst thing in the world. I mean, I know that sounds stupid, but like,
Mm.
God, you can't say anything. You can't do anything. You can't have an opinion on anything.
Not if it's not the. the
No, you
the-
just have to keep your mouth shut. Or I mean, actually, that can even get you in trouble if you don't say anything. I mean, that's getting people in trouble. So.
it's crazy. Like, I'm not like the biggest Joe Rogan fan in the world, but like they are obsessed with him. And some of the shit that
They
I
are.
see on Twitter, I'm like, I listened to that podcast. Like, he didn't say that. Like, it's just
I think
like,
Joe Rogan's like a super reasonable person.
Yeah. I mean, again, he's a little repetitive. I don't personally. I mean, you know, if it's somebody interesting, I will watch it. I don't watch every podcast, but yeah, it's not like he's not like the Antichrist. I don't know why you're like making him into that. And I don't mean it in a bad way. He's kind of a goofy dude. Like, he's just fun, nice, goofy dude. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who wants to learn stuff? Like,
Yeah, he's actually an intelligent guy. I mean, you know, you've got like all these philosophers and shit that he has on the show, which is something that fascinates me. Like, he never has like trash guests. Like, he's not bringing
no,
on
he doesn't have
like,
the Kardashians on.
yeah, I don't think he gives a shit. He doesn't do that, and you know, or some reality show, you know, idiot. You know, he doesn't do that. That he could get anybody he wants on that show. It's the 11 million just for
Yeah.
a normal show.
Neil Young going out and being like, "It's me or Rogue." Hello, 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 Spotify. Hello.
I was happy to see like some celebrities coming out for Rogan, though.
Yeah.
I think The Rock, which surprises me. That's ballsy.
I think people like who are against Rogan, A, have
Yeah.
never listened to the show. And
Yeah.
B, think that he is Alex Jones. Like that has to be what's in their head is Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not. He's said some like dumb stuff before, but he's not. You know, he's not a new. Anybody that takes him is straight news. Is
What's up, Ghost?
Hey, Ghost. Sorry if you just came in. I know not everybody likes Rogan. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't quite know why.
I'm not going to Rogan for medical advice or
No.
anything like that. Like I'm just fucking listening because look, the Undertaker is on fucking Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah, I think Ric Flair is supposed to be on soon.
My God, that man is getting divorced for the 5th time.
Fifth time, yes. Who saw that coming?
Maybe don't get fucking married again, Flair. I hope it's because he was cheating on her. I swear to God, I hope it was because he was cheating on her. That's the most fucking Ric Flair thing I had ever heard.
I have a feeling it's all open with Ric Flair. I don't think that's a traditional.
She knew what she was getting.
Yeah. She knew him in the 90s, so
Yeah.
you know he was still going on. Ric Flair would wrestle tomorrow if they let him. I mean, that sounds crazy, but he would be out there taking bumps tomorrow if WWE would let him do it, or somebody.
Okay.
Office hours. Well, I'll check that out. Yeah, I don't know why in particular he became, because I mean he's massive. You can't deny the success. Like,
No, he's
100.
Oprah. He's fucking Oprah, man.
He's getting there.
That's right.
Ric Flair will be married within a year or two. I guarantee.
By the way, have you
it.
noticed that like that whole controversy with Flair is kind of it's gone now?
It is because it's all old stuff. Like with Flair, it's like, come on. Some of the like wrestling media people now, like Sean Ross Sapp, like that are acting like outrage. I'm like, every single story was out there. If you're a wrestling fan, you've heard about the helicopter.
I can't
know.
imagine that anybody watched that and went, oh,
Yeah, and
like, I can't like nobody was shocked.
I like RVD's like Yeah, I didn't want to see his dick, but it just kind of happened.
Now I'm in counseling.
I don't know how they're going to do another season of that, though, because with Tommy Dreamer getting hit, I think
I don't know if
gonna,
anybody's going to talk to him.
I don't know why you would, because I mean, you're not really getting. I mean, I guess you get exposure. You're on TV, but there's no way to talk openly about that period in wrestling without, you know.
What else would they? I mean, what else do they have to do stories on? I'm trying to think of.
I don't know, man. They brought up some really good shit, like the Johnny K9 episode. Like I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that there's some wild shit. The territory days, and I'm trying to think really what's left for them to tackle. I guess they could do Daphne. That was just so depressing. I almost wish I didn't watch that video. I felt
give
so
it a few
bad
months,
for
I'll
her.
be able to do a Sunny.
She's looking at 5 years, and I
He
mean,
has like 18 fucking DUIs.
yeah, and well, this was I don't know what I guess it's not attempted murder, but she had a knife on the guy, right? So
Yeah, but she's on probation anyway.
yeah, she's going back to jail. There's no way around it. She needs to do. I mean, I know 5 years, man, but like I think she needs to do hard time. Otherwise, you're just going to hear that she's dead in a hotel
Well,
room.
see, then they could do a Sunny one and like Sunny and Chris Candido,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like how everybody fucking knew that she was cheating on him, Shawn Michaels,
Oh,
except Chris Candido.
one of the most horrible stories was just incredible. I think he was at their house or something or hotel, and he said she started to like come on to him while Chris Candido was in the shower, and he just said he was so angry. Like he said he wanted to slap her. Like he just said like you're gonna disrespect him. Like he's right in the shower, and I mean you could tell like he was fuming about it. A lot of people hate her that were around at that time. Candido's brother, Johnny, if you look at some of his comments about it, she was a nightmare. Like she'd purposely try and incite fights between people and just, oh my God.
Wonder if they'd ever do one about the all the backstage rib stories, you know, like the
Combine it.
yeah.
One of the did you ever hear the one, again, not saying this is true or not, it's just a story that's out there, but the JBL Brian Christopher one?
I don't know.
Where, again, allegedly.
In the shower?
Yeah, kind of, but well, no, this wasn't the soaping them up like hazing story, which they did to a lot of rookies, I guess. But apparently Brian Christopher, word got out or something. He did something shitty with the girl. I don't remember what it was, but something sexual. And they basically like rushed him in the shower and like blindfolded him, started hitting him with like hot dogs, making him think he was going to get fucked, basically. Like, man, they didn't mess around. Like, there's some of it like is funny. Then there's others where it's like, whoa, like, damn, like it's not all just waking up with your eyebrows shaved off. There were some that, yeah.
Well, there again, I mean, just Brian Christopher could be an episode.
Yeah, hung himself in jail. I don't know. Some of it, there's not as much marquee stuff now, though. That's the only problem. But I like hearing about stuff like the Johnny K9 stuff. I didn't know a whole lot about that.
No, that's what I'm looking forward to. Some more shit like that, like lesser known stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. They left a lot out of the XPW one. I keep hoping maybe they shot extra stuff and we might get I don't know, like follow-ups to some of the episodes.
Yeah.
Canyon was good. That was also sad.
Who better than Canyon? I fucking love
Oh.
Chris Canyon.
He was great. He was doing stuff you never saw at that point. And some of it you didn't see until like a decade later that he was doing. But that broke my heart because I forgot about the Stern thing with Ric Flair, where Ric Flair basically just told him he was nothing. And you could see like just the look in his face in that episode was horrible. It's like, man, he just ripped his heart out on national television.
Yeah. He was probably sexuality wise and his ability was like a couple decades ahead of his time. Well, he had a much easier life and fit in much better like now.
Yeah, there were a few things like if that Undertaker thing, like that Boy George thing, they had him like it seems like they had figured it out. So there was some shitty stuff with Canyon. I felt bad for the guy.
Yeah.
But it's funny who he influenced though. That was the cool thing in that episode. You had like the Young Bucks and Brian Cage and that. So I don't know. I guess there was a bright side to the episode too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys watch the Luna one? I think that was the last one, wasn't it?
No, the steroids trial, wasn't it? That was the last one.
Oh, okay, maybe steroids. Yeah,
Yeah, it was like a two-parter.
Steroids one I didn't learn anything different. That was a little.
I actually haven't watched that one yet. I don't know much about that at all, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, you'll enjoy it then.
I thought it was really cool. They got the attorney. I can't think of his name right offhand, but you always hear about him, Vince's attorney, but you rarely hear him talk about stuff like that. And he was really open with all that.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like I was watching that. I'm like, man, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to screw with him. He's like,
No.
He's out for blood.
Yeah.
Not a lot of lawsuits ever worked out with against WWE.
No.
At least not in recent years. I mean, he tends to kill almost everything.
Yeah, I think they did like a follow up on that on the Cornette show, and he was talking about something like, if I ever killed somebody, I'd call him the next day to be my attorney.
Oh, the Snuka, when you say he killed somebody. Ooh.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Have you ever read his book?
Mm-mm.
He must have just been gone mentally because he even references it, which I have no idea why you would do that. It's like, Vince and like a bunch of guys in suits, and there was like a briefcase, and then I didn't hear anything else about it. It's sort of deal. I can't remember his exact wording, but it was like, are you just like admitting that like
the Vince McMahon paid somebody off so you can murder somebody in a hotel parking lot?
Well, I mean,
cover it up, anyways.
Anytime I think back about stuff like that now, just nowadays I'm thinking he probably had CTE and who knows,
Oh, Snuka
I mean,
definitely.
Yeah,
did,
he just went Benoit.
Yeah. So, you guys see that they fired Shane?
Yeah, how bad you got to fuck up for your dad to fire you?
No.
Like, how bad was it? Neither of them. I don't think Shane's ever been let go. Every time he's left, I think he just left.
Yeah.
There was a theory at what, like he was, I guess, the CEO of some basically Netflix China sort of thing, or I don't know what they called it, but there was a theory at the time that he was being sent away to be successful in something else so that he could take over one day, because Triple H was never going to be the head of a company, because Triple H was a wrestler. Triple H never did anything outside of wrestling, so that was kind of like the theory that I established this successful business, so I'm not just a wrestling guy. But I don't know, it doesn't seem like Shane's going to be in charge of anything.
I don't think
They're not going to
Triple
own that
H is
promotion in 2 years.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
God, if I was Triple H, I think I'd go to AEW.
Wouldn't that?
All my friends are there now.
Could you fucking imagine? Could you fucking imagine? Or Shane, like Shane's just super pissed off and calls Tony Khan.
If I was Tony Khan, I'd hire him right then. And
Shane would not surprise me
yes.
at all, because there's a lot of speculation somebody might start up another promotion, because you've got Jarrett out. Jarrett and Conrad are two that are rumored might be interested in starting something new. Shane, who knows?
Dude,
There's a lot of free agents right now.
Jarrett needs to fucking stop.
yeah,
He got lucky with TNA, and he wouldn't have made it without Dixie Carter. You need a money mark in every one of these fucking schemes.
Yeah, you do
And
need
Jarrett
a money mark.
does not have near enough fucking money.
Jarrett on his own does not, but if he can rope somebody in, Billy Corgan, like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't really watch a lot of the NWA stuff anymore. It's just
Respect what he's doing with it. It's
Yeah.
cool. He's not
But
going to make
it's-
any money at it. He's going to go broke.
no. At this point, they've got Tyrus as their TV champ. It's like, you guys got to aim a little higher. I get nostalgia, but yeah, I don't know.
Do you remember, like, I remember being on, like, WrestleZone.com, and this happened, it was like an hour, this shit was up, that WWE had bought TNA's tape library. This was years ago, back before the Global Force merger and stuff,
Yeah,
when Billy Corgan was president, and that Billy Corgan had bought the promotion.
yeah. They screwed him.
Yeah, and then nothing else. I never heard anything else about that. It just kind of went away.
Well, TNA actually could be an episode of Dark Side of the Ring in some ways, because there was all sorts of crazy stuff about Dixie, like banging some of the talent, and but also just like when she leaked an email, like she sent out like a mass email to like the person she was bitching about at the network. I guess was that Spike at the time, like
Yep.
literally shit talking the guy that cashes your checks, essentially. It was like, what are you doing? Yeah, but Billy Corgan got screwed because TNA was like, at that point, like it seemed like they were done, that they were just gonna fold.
Yeah.
And he helped turn around a lot of that stuff, and then he got screwed on that deal.
Then it
That
was
was
going to
the
be
whole,
Global Force.
Yeah,
the Billy Corgan time was the whole when Matt Hardy got hot and everything, wasn't it? Around that time.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because if you remember at that point, every time TNA would even come up in like a wrestling news article or something, it was like, well, looks like they might only have another month or two and
Yeah.
that'll be it. But
Yeah.
all of a sudden, Matt Hardy became the most over thing in wrestling. Like,
And then they started doing some really cool like vignette stuff. Like I think they did some cool stuff with Maria and her dude, and they kind of had a good thing going, and then it all went to shit.
yeah, it was too bad. If you ever when I went to Universal Studios, I got to see the very beginning of Matt Hardy doing the broken Matt stuff. I had no idea what he was. He was just doing the act. I thought it was dumb as hell. Honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know what you're going for. But I got roped into it by Rockstar Spud or Drake Maverick until recently in WWE.
Yeah.
He
His
was
wife
out
is
like,
so hot.
oh, she is Renee Michelle. Yeah. She's not much in the ring, but she is. He was like, he saw me and was like, oh, wrestling fan. And so I ended up like basically hanging out with Rockstar Spud at Universal, like trying to talk people into to go see the Impact tapings. And there's a photo somewhere where he's like on my shoulders and he's like trying to get people's attention. It was hilarious. I just hung out with Rockstar Spud.
I liked his suits back then. Wish he would have carried that over.
Yeah. He's an easy one to do stuff with, though, too. He's kind of like a William Regal type where, just put him with somebody or, whatever. He's never going to be like your world champion, but he's entertaining as hell.
Well, one of the big things they had him and EC3 at one time in WWE, and now they just
No, why
Screw
would
them
you?
both up.
Pissed it away. Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of like they got Matt Hardy when he was red hot again, and they tried their little final deletion thing.
I am woken.
The turd.
That was always going to run its course eventually, but man, yeah, I don't know what it is with WWE. They just can't capitalize on anything anymore. It seems. It just, I mean, once in a while somebody will get over in spite, but
You know when I think the start of that's been a long time, but when they fucked up the invasion, that was kind of the start of all that.
Where you have zero faith in them.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm really surprised that Braun Breaker didn't show up at the Rumble.
they didn't do any NXT talent.
No, I mean, I thought for sure they've strapped a rocket onto that kid. So
I think and it's not a bad idea. I think they might want to give him a couple feuds, just give him a little time to make sure in NXT before you throw him out there, because they're going to try and push him as a big main event guy. So I don't see him staying there past SummerSlam, to be honest, but let him mow through Roderick Strong and Legado del Fantasma, and
that NXT 2.0 is some dog shit.
I didn't watch the last one. I heard there's a new tag team called BBC. Somebody told me that. Like, I was like, well, that's not very PG.
Vince has no clue. I don't get it. What do you mean, pal?
I still feel like when you get Braun Breaker to the main roster, he's got to be a Steiner.
Rex Steiner. That makes so much more fucking sense.
It'll never. He's gonna be Braun Breaker 20 years from now, though. Like, just it's not. They're not gonna change it. So, yeah, I agree. But I mean, he is really good considering how many. He's not been wrestling very long at all. Even to this day, the guy's not had that many matches. So,
no, I mean, I think he has potential, but God, they just threw everything away with NXT.
They needed. It's a shame because I think they could have had a hybrid of. They were flirting with making certain things a little more WWE. I mean, the Cameron Grimes stuff with Ted DiBiase, and that wasn't indie stuff. I mean, that's textbook WWE. Dexter Lumis, they were still flirting. I don't think they had to make such a radical change because, I mean. NXT, yes, AEW beat them, but there were some weeks where NXT managed to take out AEW. I think if they were a little more patient and, stuck with a somewhere in the middle ground of, your.
Well, when Adam Cole left, it was curtains.
He saw the writing on the wall. I think. I mean. I will say that I think the manager stuff was bullshit. They were going to make Keith Lee his Diesel. They were going to be an act, but yeah, I don't know. There almost needs to be a third company because
weren't they going to change his name too?
Adam Cole?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was part of the rumor. Cut his hair, change his name, make him a manager of Keith Lee. But AEW has to quit signing everybody. Not everybody has to be elite. We're diluting the elite word.
They also still need to cut some people, which they're starting to do. I know they're
not going to be long until they're the bad guys. They're going to have to run this business just like WWE does.
Yeah, Marco Stunt is not elite.
No, you can cut him.
And I understand at the very beginning you had to grab some people to fill the roster. Cool, but now, there's some guys like Wheeler Yuta, not a bad worker, but he's never going to be a star. And you have to separate that. He's with the best friends.
You know who I absolutely fucking love?
What up, Jay?
What's up, Jay?
What's up?
Is Danhausen.
You know what? I did not like him for the longest, but now I'm kind of addicted to watching his YouTube.
He's
shit.
hilarious.
Steak is gonna get in here and
Yes,
wave
Hauser.
us back down.
He's hilarious.
I saw this thing he did with CM Punk, and at the end he's like, "Tell Larry Danhausen says hi."
Yeah.
CM Punk's dog.
I saw you did Danhausen's finishing move on television.
Made him pay him. Yeah.
Very nice, very evil.
We'll
I
see
like
where
it.
he's. It might get old. We'll know in about 6 months where things are with Danhausen.
Props for being
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a guy that was, basically a nobody on the Indies, and he found something, and now he's signed to the number 2 company.
Yeah, he looks like kind of like the Kiss Demon now.
Yeah. He'll have to bring up the wrestling skills a little bit. I mean, at some point he'll have to reboot the Danhausen character.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's in there with some guys that are really gonna push him, so they no doubt have some talent in the ring.
I want a Malachi Black Danhausen feud, or just House of Black Danhausen feud.
I could just see Danhausen trying to tell him he's more evil than him.
Exactly. That's why I want to see it. Or Danhausen constantly trying to join House of Black.
Yeah.
I'm very evil.
I'm sure he'll have flashbacks at WWE. We're gonna put Danhausen with you.
What's up, Corey?
Hey, Corey.
What's up, Corey?
What have you been up to, Jay?
Yeah.
Ooh, you got the mic I want, Jay?
Ah, you got it
Oh,
already. Nice.
Yeah. So I haven't watched it. That's kind of my MO, right? But
I don't like to guarantee anything, but I'll go ahead and guarantee you're gonna like that movie.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Did you get Steel and Lace also?
I did. Yeah. I haven't
Okay.
watched it either, but I'm going to.
There,
Gotta
you got
remember
a
that.
fun evening ahead. Though.
I've got my watch stack is like 50 movies, so
Oh, dude, mine's
And
deeper
I
than
just-
that now.
I just wind up playing Xbox all night. So
Dude, I'm
I
so
can
ready
vouch
for
for
fucking
the-
Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game.
oh, that's gonna be cool. Hopefully, and the Evil Dead game too.
Yeah, it comes out in May.
But yeah, I was in Dallas, saw the Tool concert, saw a Stars game, my first hockey game I've ever been to, and really enjoyed both.
Nice.
So,
Cool.
Did you
had a
see
lot of
Hayden?
fun. I got to see the square toilet.
You did, yes.
You know, finally.
Did you destroy the square toilet?
Oh, I wish.
Blow it up.
But yeah, man, Dallas is a fun city. So much stuff to do there. My
Yeah.
wife and kids went with me, and they went and saw Hamilton while I was at the Tool show. So,
Mhm.
like, thank God you didn't want me to go to that thing with you because
I don't
I
think
had-
you would have enjoyed Hamilton.
'cause I've seen like 10 minutes of the one that's on the Disney Plus thing, and I can't do that stuff. It's not for me.
I've seen it. It's
My wife's seen it 3 times now. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
She like it that
So-
much?
Guys,
Apparently so.
this is the crew. Are we gonna try to do SummerSlam?
I'm definitely
I'm down.
going.
I'm in. I mean, it's
I'm down.
my backyard.
Yeah.
As soon as I can, hopefully. I definitely want to travel and meet some people this year
Mhm.
again. So hopefully I can make something happen.
Think we can get Lauren out to SummerSlam?
That's like that would be
I-
goals right there.
You might get him to come, but not to SummerSlam.
Well,
Do
I'll
you
pitch in to
realize
pay
the
his ticket.
the
and-
content that is there?
Yes.
I think Lauren would rather physically die than go to a wrestling match. Like, honestly, he's an adamant anti-wrestling guy. So.
When we were at the book convention, it was funny because wrestling popped up on the TV near the bar, and he looked at it for like 5 seconds. Like I don't get it. I think that's all he said. I don't understand.
Yeah, there we go. I'm pretty anti-book, but I went to that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go to a book convention. I did not pay to go to the book convention, but I was there.
I did. I don't know. I should have snuck in the back door like I did the second day.
You know, with
You
all this
could-
ice. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying you didn't have to buy any ticket. Just go in.
No, you just walk in. It was just a fucking hotel lobby. Excuse me, I got to check in.
They knew it was a wash.
Excuse me, I need to buy a 20-ounce Coke.
Yeah. So, Jay, you getting the ice down there?
Man, it may be. I don't know. It's still raining and dropping, so it's 32 right now. Hopefully, it doesn't.
We're just,
Man, I hate ice. It's the
We're
worst.
icy. We're iced in.
That's the worst. Gosh.
So is that what you got mostly, Jonathan? Just ice?
Yeah, like I walked outside before we started streaming, and it's just like maybe a half-inch of ice.
Oh, shit.
It's
We got
not.
You
like
still have
six-
power and stuff, man. I know that's
Yeah.
usually knocks the power out.
Yeah, I was thinking that's what I was gonna say earlier. I was like, well, I guess the power goes out. I could finally read Lauren's books. Like, I guess it's not like a wash.
You haven't read any of them yet?
No.
You like Blue Eel.
Me either. I've got them.
Yeah, I have Blue Eel and Bleak December.
You'll enjoy both.
Bleak December and every reason to
That's a Creed
believe.
song ready to happen, huh?
2 straight days of snow in OKC.
Damn.
We got a little bit of ice, and then we've got like 6 inches of snow out here. So
I have no snow. At least I
That's
don't think so.
crazy.
Actually, I'm gonna go see. I have to get a refill anyway. I'll be back with your weather update forecast.
all right.
We do have to get more people together this time wherever we end up meeting up.
Yeah, we probably need to do a sweep of who all wants to meet up for that, and anybody that wants to, we'll find a way to get tickets at the same time or whatever.
Yeah, Nashville, right?
Yep.
Or
Nashville would be cool.
So that's a fun city too. So that'd
Yeah.
be great.
Yeah, Nashville's a blast. It's been a long time, even though I'm not. I think Nashville, Atlanta is like what, 4 hours, 5 hours, something like that. It's not a horrible drive.
Yeah.
I think it's about 6 for me, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's weird because I think
Still.
like we're kind of the same distance almost in a weird way. Or
Yeah, it is weird, but I'm like 6 hours away from you, I think, or close to that. So
no, you're only 6 hours. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, it may be less than that actually.
Oh shit. I guess I'm not forgetting my geography. I thought you'd be more than that. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
We'll have to
Yeah, not
set
too bad.
something
I
up.
mean, but yeah, it's weird how all that work, all the interstates and stuff, how they work out.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mikey's Savannah, so he's like four or five, something like that. He's enjoying. It's funny because people assume Atlanta's always hot, but like no. Like,
Mhm.
I know it's like I think 80 something down where he is in Savannah, but yeah,
You're
it's-
getting the cold snap as well.
today like it rained like almost 24 hours straight, but no, it wasn't cold enough to. Yeah. If it weren't for the rain, actually, today wouldn't have been too bad. But we're still dipping below freezing at nighttime. So, yeah, we get cold. I can't bitch about it, though. I know some of you guys are like,
Exactly. I know.
yeah,
I'm
like Barry.
Ooh, it's a
Yeah.
chilly 40 degrees out.
I'll see like posts about somebody like we got our little piddly snow and just somebody from like Maine, like just go fuck yourself. Like, you know, just a big picture of their like up to their chest in snow. It's ridiculous.
Oh man, yeah. Cole sent me some pictures the other day of they had like
Oh.
like 2 feet of snow on the ground and then it iced on top of it, which was
Yeah.
crazy. There's like a sheet of ice on top of the snow, which I'd never seen before.
Man,
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Cole and Raiho are kind of rural Canada, right? So I think their areas are probably blasted.
Hmm.
Mm.
I don't think it's quite as bad as it used to be. I guess global warming or whatever he always complains about. Like, because I think it's like today, it's like already back. Like it's melted everything. It's already back. Temperatures are warm again.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
It's Canada's been in the news a lot lately, which is unusual. I haven't
Ice
got-
road truckers.
Yeah. It's funny. You dip out of the news for a few days, and it's like, why are like Canadian truckers all over the news? Like, I'll take like mental health breaks from the news and then tune in. It's crazy.
I always felt like that'd be my escape route if it all went to hell here. I'd just go up to Canada.
Oh. You know, it's
Yeah.
funny. I had a random conversation about survivalists with actually a girl I dated for a short time, and I guess like an hour or hour and a half from me, like up in the mountains or whatever. Like it's a particularly ideal place if things go to shit, because she said like there's like a group of people, they'll cut down some trees. You won't be able to get to it, and I guess it's so yeah. Wish I remembered how to get there. Yeah. Guess easy to get water and food and what have you, but yeah, I've already got the apocalypse beard, but yeah. You
Yeah.
might see this coming off soon, by the way. Possibly.
Really?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
so I won't say when. It'll just be a surprise. You'll have the new guy. Younger
this guy?
looking, but not
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the trade-off.
Yeah. Like I'm stuck with mine forever. I don't know.
Mm.
Like I shaved last like maybe 12 years ago, like clean shaven.
Mm.
And like 10 people told me I look like a child or something. So I'm like, okay, never again. You know, so fuck all of you.
I've had that same issue. I can't go completely. I did that one time. I shaved my face completely for something, and I was still like 35 or 6, something like that. Got carded buying a DVD at Walmart. So like it's weird.
I went to the movies maybe a year or so ago. Well, probably 2 years ago with my wife, and they carded her. I'm like, you think she's under 17? Like, what am I, a fucking rapist over here? Jesus. She's not much younger than me, so
It's funny, when I was first started to kind of get to know Lauren, I don't remember something on a podcast like, well, you and I are the same age, and I'm thinking like, no, I'm actually like 13 years younger than you.
Yeah.
It's just, I've got the big gray beard, but
Mhm.
and with more gray that comes in too, it's like at some point, like, yeah, I'm not too far off from just looking way fucking older than I actually am. So,
I thought you were that one guy from the Oak Ridge Boys. That's the first.
yeah. Most people are guessing like, like 10 years older than I actually am. So,
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you were around my age or older, but not the
Yeah.
case.
I'll be 36 before too long, but yeah, I'll see. I don't know if I'll cut it out totally. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if you ever, well, yeah, I guess a couple of you saw Ghoulish Tales where I had that weird handlebar thing.
Oh, yeah.
I can make that work.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I did the British Bulldog for a little while in college. Where the full beard, but it's shaved right here on the chin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I never did, I never tried to grow my hair back. Like a year or two ago when, COVID was first starting up, I was like, fuck, I'm not going anywhere anyways. Maybe I'll try and grow my hair long one last time.
I'm growing out the mullet. You probably can't see on here, but I'm growing it out.
Yeah, your hair is not thinning though. Like that's the problem. I don't think I can have the rocker hair anymore.
Oh yeah.
I don't know for sure because I'm always like shaving or near shaving my head, but yeah, I was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna go there anymore. But I had long ass hair at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in that weird midpoint right now where I don't know if I'm gonna keep letting it grow or get it cut because it's like way.
Oh yeah.
It's getting long. But
Oh man, yeah, it is. think I'm having like an end of the life crisis right now, so I'm doing a lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It is not, I will say, like, when you're eating, sometimes like the beard's annoying.
Yeah,
So there's pros and cons. I don't know.
yeah. I had a bunch of yogurt in mine earlier, so
Yeah.
that's no fun.
Yeah, I hate that.
Versus
Or
let it
soup
grow.
or anything like that. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Soup's a bitch, yeah.
Oh yeah, Corey's got long hair.
Yeah.
I always envied Mick Garris, like the wizard hair, but I'm never gonna have the wizard hair.
He does have a great head of hair.
Yeah, always has. Yeah, he's
I can't say that much about his movies, but
I,
sorry, man.
I like him like if you meet him, Joe Dante's another one. That those guys are like they're us, like older
Yeah.
versions of us. I mean, they genuinely love it, and
Mhm.
it makes me want to. Well, in Mick Garris's case, enjoy the movies more than I do.
Yeah, people give Mick Garris a lot of shit for the movies he makes, but I mean, you can tell he loves horror and
Yeah.
He seems like a cool dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Yeah,
trying
his
to do a lot
podcast.
of TV stuff too. So
Yeah.
You guys have listened to his podcast. It's really good.
yeah, he's a cool dude. He's really cool. It's always with Tom Holland. Always hanging out with Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's cool. I got to meet him a couple years ago.
Yeah. Most all of those directors, I never really had a bad experience. I mean, Carpenter's cold. Like he is one that's kind of like, man, you can just tell like he doesn't give a shit. But pretty much, I mean, Wes Craven is exactly the dude that you see in the interviews, just warm, nice, humble. Toby Hooper was cool. I wish I had more of a conversation with him. I didn't really get to, but yeah, he was a really nice guy. Joe Dante's probably the nicest guy in the world. I mean, he's just really cool. Yeah. Romero, though, I think tops them all. Oh, man.
Oh, what a class act. You know?
He was. The celebrity dinner thing that they did at Monster Mania, I don't know if they still do, but like you're allowed to get photos with them. You're not supposed to ask for autographs there, but you can get photos with them. And he was mobbed, and you could kind of tell he wasn't, he was having a little trouble standing up. He's leaning up against something, but he took his picture with everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
He would stay until everyone got their autograph.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, no matter how late it was, he was elderly.
Yeah, he was. I mean, and I saw him. I mean, it wasn't that long after that he died. So, yeah, I thought that was really cool. Ernest Borgnine was another one. I met him at Chiller. Same way. Like, he went out. You could tell, like, that dude was old school. You probably can't see him, but he's on the wall back there. But, yeah, he was just like, and he had a story for every movie. Whether it was Devil's Reign, which I'm sure is not a highlight for him, but he talked to you about it. And, yeah, you remember the ones that go out of their way. I wish more were like that.
I mean, I haven't met nearly as many people as you have, but I haven't had a bad experience. Like, honestly, I mean, Carpenter he wasn't an asshole. He was just kind of like standoffish.
Yeah. Hey, how are you? And that's about it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's kind of, what do they say? Don't ever meet your heroes. Isn't that?
It can be.
But I mean, he wasn't an asshole to me at all. I mean, but that's probably the worst experience I ever had. I mean, most everybody else has just been, very, welcoming and warm.
Yeah. I don't have too many. Kate Mulgrew was one, and she was just more annoying. Who else was there? Yeah, I don't have a ton that I can actually. Lou Ferrigno, kind of a dick.
Wow. He just couldn't hear you.
What?
He was like he was kind of a carny. Like he was trying to sell you other stuff. Like, of course,
Protein
like
powder.
I'm probably the only guy that goes up to him and it's like, man, I loved you in Cage. It's like, cool. Like, I don't know if he heard me. Just like, why is he bringing up my dumbest movie? But Joe Beth Williams, bitch.
Wow.
That's another one I'd throw out there. Now, I've heard other people say that they had great experiences with her, but I don't know if something was just up her ass at that point. She was a real bitch. I don't know. I can't think of too many others that like were so bad. Sometimes people will over exaggerate because they didn't get like that moment that they want with a celebrity. But yeah, we're naming celebrity assholes, Jonathan.
Dan, did you ever meet Wilford Brimley?
I never met Wilford Brimley. I think he did do signings though.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What about
No,
Danny Steinman? Did you ever meet him?
I didn't meet him. Was he at a chiller though? I didn't meet him. No, but I might have been at a convention that he was at, and I can't remember. Edward Furlong's a train wreck.
Buddy? Wow, that's a tough one.
Oh shit.
Oh, Corey Feldman's a piece of shit too, but that's to be expected.
Yeah.
But if anyone knows him, let me know. Let me talk to his people. I want to hire him to come to my birthday. Play my birthday party.
Don't eat fish.
Can you sign
I
this
get
bottle of Crisco for me? Something like fucked
Ooh.
up.
Ooh.
Just drop it on the table. He probably would, though. He'd probably take the money.
Maybe like $10.
Don't let anybody see me signing this, please.
Maybe like fucking moonwalk out of the fucking room.
He still does that shit too.
Yeah, he does. Just fucking go out dressed up as Michael Jackson. Like that's a normal thing to
I
do.
mean,
I almost want to ask him, like, are you trolling us with the music? You have to know this is fucking terrible. I don't know.
I love it. I love it.
I
It's so
know.
awful. I love it all.
The only thing that can make it better is if they got Crispin Glover, like to just fucking dance like back, like while they're playing.
He's got all these like big titted blondes behind him, like pretending to play instruments. You know,
Yeah,
it's
they're just pretending.
Perfect. Like they're like 2 feet taller than he is.
Yeah. What kind of self-esteem do those poor girls have to be around like a G-list celebrity like that?
Heard some stories. Not good.
That was also what was weird when he became the poster child for like the Hollywood abuse stuff, because there's some pretty creepy stuff out there. Like, I mean, granted, I know he'll explain, well, it's a TV show, but I don't know. Like, you've got your own like little harem, and that's the image you're projecting. Did you ever watch that Two Corys movie that he had a hand in making? If you haven't, you need
I
to.
didn't know it existed.
It was I don't remember if it was Lifetime but it was a trashy TV movie.
Oh, okay.
Corey Feldman had his hands in it. It was 2 or 3 years ago, I guess. It literally opens up with him as a kid, and like he beats up like 4 bullies that try and attack him. It's like so obvious that
I had studied karate.
Yeah, it made him look like Mother Teresa. It was just like so.
I love that outtake of the Burbs when Dick Miller's like, "Shut the fuck up, kid. We're trying to act here." It's the perfect Dick Miller. That dude was awesome.
I just would love to know that Dick Miller just backhanded him. Don't make me hit you with my ring finger, you little shit.
Oh man. Something fucked up did happen to him though. I don't know what it was, but it was fucked up.
But
Yeah.
But if he's got all this dirt, right? I mean, just release it. Like, quit trying to get money out of the fucking thing. That's all he wants is money. Like,
Yeah, like live on pay-per-view.
if you've got all this dirt on, fuck, all these people are gonna be dead soon. You know, like,
Yeah.
Strangely enough, one of the guys he named was the dude from Friday 5.
Braskia.
Yeah. You're way out of line, Vic.
So much of it too, like for years he was saying like conflicting stuff like, oh, it's an A-lister. Like Braskia,
Yeah.
how is Braskia a fucking A-lister?
No, not at
he's
all.
not even a C-lister. But yeah, then finally Charlie Sheen, I guess. But
Yeah.
like,
No, I'm not really shocked about that with Charlie Sheen. Just how I wasn't shocked when you're like, Charlie Sheen has HIV.
Yeah.
It's like, I fucking assumed
oh yeah,
that.
shocker.
Why don't we talk about what
The guy
Charlie
that-
Sheen doesn't have? We'll be here way less time.
The guy that fucks whores like daily. Has
Yes,
HIV. Can't believe it.
HIV. Weird.
I found a publicity shot from the Two Corys movie. I'll
Oh my
share
god.
that.
I mean,
This is
it's
after Haim was dead, right?
What?
yeah, that's the actor. Yeah, it's actually got a couple scenes that are pretty creepy, all things considered. But yeah, it's a very trashy TV movie. You'll want to, if you're a fan, you'll want to check it out.
Yeah, I need to.
But yeah, they make Feldman look like Jesus. It's so bad.
Yeah, this was after Corey Haim died too. So
Yeah, this was in the last like few years, I think. I want to say maybe like right before COVID, pop somewhere around there.
I think it says 2018.
Yeah, that's about right. I don't know that it ever got any kind of a physical release though, but you should check it out.
just go to the lifetime subscription service. Unlimited downloads of Golden Girls.
Some of the Lifetime stuff, I'll see random Voodoo sales. They'll be like 99 cents to buy it. So I don't know if that's up there, but
Dan, there was a movie I was going to ask you about the other day. So I'm like, I wonder if Dan's seen this. Here, I'm going to pull it back up because I can't remember what it's called.
One day I'm gonna find something Dan has not seen.
there's things.
It was under partner label. I remember that. So, Assholes.
Oh, I haven't. I own it. I haven't watched it.
Ha!
Uh,
He has
Have
not
you-
seen it, ladies and gentlemen.
I've
you
not
seen
heard
Farm
good
Dick?
things. Oh yeah, Beelzebub. I know Beelzebub.
course.
I haven't seen Assholes, but I have seen Ant Farm Dickhole.
So, what
That
have
was
you heard
just a
about
great-
Assholes?
Such a great name.
I haven't heard great things about it. Although being that they're putting it out, I'm kind of curious. I have it digitally. I don't have the physical copy yet, so I'm probably good with the digital on that one. But I'll let you know.
I'm pretty sure I'll never get to Assholes before I die.
I imagine
That's
Dan
probably-
has to be watching 7-8 movies a day.
There's been times, yeah. I've watched.
You're doing
It's
your-
hard to
your-
keep up with that, but
Dude, YouTube has killed my movie watching ability.
oh yeah,
I'll be halfway into a movie sometimes and be like, let me go see what's going on YouTube.
who's streaming? Yeah,
Go look how to fix my dishwasher real quick. 12 hours later.
Thinking about taking up basket weaving.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys ever like watch one random video and then you get down this rabbit hole and by the end you're like, well, I need to make this schematic out for my new fence in the backyard I'm going to build.
Oh yeah, you'll watch it and get
Oh.
way too overconfident. You're like, oh yeah.
I bought a post hole digger the next day. I'm ready to go.
Guess we're digging them out.
I do get carried away like that often, especially in YouTube. And like, I'll get halfway into a project and be like, "Oh fuck, this is not what they said it was going to be."
So if you are a fan of Ant Farm Dickhole, Jay, I see he's kept pretty busy. He's got Santa Claus Serial Rapist. He's got Don't Drink the Milk. Boogers of the Antichrist. Dumb and Dahmer. That I might have to
I
check
like that.
out.
Dumb and Dumber. I like it.
Play on words. I like it.
Yeah, Dickless Zombies and the Texas Chainsaw Mascara coming in 2022. So might be better than the new Netflix movie.
Very nice. Yeah,
That new
it
Netflix
probably
movie
will
looks
be.
like dog shit.
I didn't watch the trailer, but
What did you think, Dan? I don't think we ever got around to that earlier.
Kind of like, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not what it should be, but then again, Texas Chainsaw Massacre has been all over the place tone wise. So I think some people are going to like it because it's going to be obviously a gory body count flick, and you know,
He's 73.
yeah, that's pushing it a little bit.
who Leather is?
Yes,
Yeah.
Like, okay.
he's 73.
Then again, Stallone's about that age, so
Yeah, Stallone and fucking Bubba live different.
You know, I
gonna
watched that
catch that.
trailer. I got vibes when the kids are wandering around the ghost town. I got vibes of like House of Wax.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think it'll be as good as House of Wax.
No.
Yeah, I like that remake
I don't know.
Yeah, that is a good
quite a bit
remake.
actually.
Fun slasher movie.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a low bar, I think, at this point. I know they were excited by the gore and the bus and everything, but I don't know. I think it's definitely gonna be stupid. It's just a question: is it gonna be stupid fun or just stupid?
Yeah, like at this point, nobody's expecting it to be the first one, right?
Yeah, no, you can't. I am curious where my rankings will lie when I do that show, though. 'Cause
Well, it's got to be
kinda-
better than Leatherface.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It got to be. That was
Leatherface was
pile of shit.
fucking bad.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Hopefully, they didn't shoot it in Bulgaria.
You know a movie's bad when it goes direct to fucking direct TV.
Yep.
Or Crackle.
Dude, I'd take Crackle over direct TV. Premiering exclusively on direct TV to
think I had-
260 homes nationwide.
I think I had DirecTV when that came out too. That's how I watched it.
From the director of Ant Farm, Dick Hole.
Classic.
You know what? I feel like Steven Dorff got a fucking bum deal.
He can act.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
you know, he's a good
He's
actor.
like the coolest person smoking ever, by the way.
What was that? The blue vape or whatever it was called.
Yeah, like the dude looks so fucking cool when he smokes. Like he should not quit smoking. Kill whatever career he has left.
Have you ever watched
Get those
Shadow
fake
Boxer?
cigarettes.
No, I have not seen Shadowboxer.
Oh, there's a scene where he's banging this girl, and you know, somebody knocks at the door and interrupts him, and it's like Steven Dorff completely erect with the rubber on. It's like I need to
What?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't need to fucking see that. I was like, oh, we can see the girl, and then he like steps to the side, and it's like, oh, what the fuck?
Just coming in the frame.
Oh, the Cuba Gooding Jr. movie.
Yeah, that's a weird movie because Cuba Gooding Jr. is banging Helen Mirren, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's banging Monique, I think it was. So there's some weird coupling in that movie.
Macy Gray, I think. Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
Monique is in there. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think he's banging Monique. It's been a while. I could be wrong.
That's
but-
so weird, dude. Dan, you see some movies, dude. Like, I don't even know where you find this shit.
I watched a lot of random shit over the years.
Like, what always surprises me about the internet is like before all this, I thought no one had seen more shit than me. Like there was physically no way that you could
Wrong.
find more
You're wrong.
movies. No.
You come to find out you ain't seen shit.
Yeah, all of a sudden, but I don't know anything.
I gave this movie a 4 out of 10 at some point.
Nice. Which one?
Shadowboxer.
Shadowboxer. Okay, yeah. I remember it being a decent little movie. She was like an assassin. She kind of raised him as her son, but she was banging him anyways. So I don't know.
What?
Gee. Yikes.
Yeah.
Hey, you watch some of the weird. I'm telling you.
I'm probably making it seem weirder than it actually is.
No, no. There's no way to deliver that kind of news and it not sound bad.
2005, so I saw it in either 2005 or 2006. I forgot Lee Daniels directed that, so somebody that went on to be famous.
When an assassin is diagnosed with terminal cancer, she decides to carry out one final killing, assisted by her lover and stepson, Mikey. The hell of
sells the movie.
yeah,
That's-
hell of a description. Yeah.
Sounds like
That's
this movie's influenced today's porn.
I was about to say, yeah, it sounds like a description from Pornhub.
MILF.
Nope.
Oh no,
That's the sequel.
I'm stuck in the dryer.
Oh, can you help me out of here?
Those are
What
so
are we gonna
funny. They don't even like try and make it look like they're actually stuck. There'll be like that much room.
I'm under the coffee table. How am I going to get out of here? Can you think of any way you could help?
Then you get like some POV shot of like just like a dude with his like dick coming in.
I don't know if that'll
no.
help, but let's give it a shot.
Oh no, your dad's right on the other side of this shower curtain. Don't make too much noise. He's at the other end of the couch watching the big game.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite ones are like when somebody like sneaks into a bedroom and then it's like the somebody else is like sleeping there. It's like we have to be quiet, and then the dude will start pounding the girl with like
Yeah.
somebody like
Doing backflips and shit, and this guy's
Motherfucker's got narcolepsy over here.
yeah. That's what you know. What? That's why it pays to know your sleep number. If you know your sleep number, you
Dial that son of a bitch in,
yeah,
and you're
just
good.
good to go. You got to turn it up to fucking Brazzers.
modern porn is so stupid, but it is entertaining.
It's so wild looking back at like the shit that Vinegar Syndrome puts out, like that porn.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like narrative based and like story driven, and like there's not just like fucking dick and ass, Like,
Yeah,
or
there's
just
not-
opening with a dick coming at something, like just
it all started to change in 85. 84 was kind of like the end of the golden era where they were still sometimes actually felt like legit movies.
yeah, like that's
No.
that's what's crazy. Like now it's all just fucking. We need a 3-minute scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
90s porn was maybe the shittiest in terms of production value. Once you hit the 90s, it's like they didn't care at all. Like it would just there's a non-explicit clip out there of the Beavis and Butthead one that they did, and it's just so shitty. Although they did a good job getting two guys that actually sounded and looked like Beavis and Butthead at the very least.
Wow. I think I need to see it just for that.
Have you seen that we're getting a new Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
They're gonna be older.
I don't know
That'll
if-
be interesting.
I don't know if this
I just want
climate
King
can
of the
handle
Hill to
that.
come back, man. King of the Hill is probably like the best animated show in history.
That's got to be in the works, I'm sure.
There's rumblings.
Yeah, I mean, really, any of that they could bring back and do really well with. So,
Like I want to see Hank take on COVID and Trump.
Oh, God.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that Donald Trump.
He either hates him or loves him.
I don't know which one it would be.
Yeah. I can
One
see
thing
either.
about this new Beavis and Butthead is I will give it a shot because I have a lot of trust in Mike Judge. You know,
Me
he's
too.
pretty smart with that shit. So
He is. When they brought it back the last time, it was way better than I thought it would be. You know?
Oh yeah, nothing beats those originals though.
yeah,
did you ever watch the Trump episode of South Park where Tweak he wants him to stop tweeting,
Ooh,
basically, and then he'd be like, what was it? He drew him into like a war with China. He's just like, Tweak's right here at this amusement park right now, China. He's gonna beat your ass. It's a funny episode if you guys haven't watched it yet.
China.
Is that the new season?
That might be the season before. I'm behind on South
Have
Park.
you
I
guys
watched.
watched
Yeah, me
the
too.
COVID episodes?
I did
Yeah,
watch
they're-
those.
Oh my god, they're perfect.
Those are great. Those are great.
The fact that Cartman is a spoiler alert,
Jewish.
a rabbi.
The rabbi.
Yeah.
Oh
Like-
my god,
I like Kyle. He's like he's fucking lying,
he's
guys.
fucking with me, guys. Say Uncle Cal. Fuck you, Cal.
Yeah.
No, Uncle Cal. Fuck you, Cal.
Oh, man.
They're fucking geniuses. They got $900 million to do those specials.
Really?
On Paramount Plus.
Wow.
Yeah, six. I
Wow.
think it's like 6 or 9, something like that. Those specials, $900 million.
Hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, you see why some of these shows go forever. They could have cashed out. a
It's so
decade
far
ago,
away
but
from what it started as.
yeah, there are some times where I don't know, like it's like I feel like it's reaching an end, but you don't want it to end. Like nobody watches The Simpsons anymore, but I don't want it to end either.
Hmm.
No, I think The Simpsons is going to go on in perpetuity. Like,
Yeah. You never hear anybody talk about The Simpsons though. Like you're hard pressed to find any.
Well-
Yeah.
Just when like characters are canceled or whatever, that's the only time it ever, people
Yeah.
talk about it when, Dr. Hibbert's not
I think
got a
like,
new voice or whatever.
Like a good place to stop The Simpsons is like you can watch anything from the beginning to the movie, and then like
Yeah.
should probably be considered the end of the show.
I think like 95 to 98-ish or so they might have peaked.
Oh, perfect! Yeah, when Bart
Yeah.
Simpson was on everything,
Mm.
T-shirts. Everybody had the little Bart Simpsons they stuck in the back windshield with the suction
Yeah.
cups.
Comics. I remember an episode. Butterfinger, yeah. That I remember an episode of Loveline. I mean, this was obviously years and years ago now, but the subject of Matt Groening came up, and even at that point, I don't think he was actually doing a whole lot on hand with the show. But they said like there's Rich, and then there's Filthy Rich, and then there's Matt Groening. Like
Wow.
they said, he is like the merchandise deals, and
Wow.
I mean, you're talking since '89 now.
Mhm.
That dude is like Bruce Wayne at this point. It's insane. They went to his house once and they just said it's like you're coming up to Bruce Wayne's house. It's ridiculous. Ugh.
Wow.
Oh, well, guys, I guess we'll wrap this up. Thank everyone for
Cool.
hanging out with us tonight.
Awesome.
And it's kind of fun. I was a little bored earlier because I can't really do anything. Everything's closed. So,
Yeah,
so
they closed the Walmart down at 6 p.m.
yeah. Did they close yours too? They were all
Yeah, they
closed
actually
down
really
as
did.
well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dan, you want to mention some stuff you guys got coming up?
Flesh Wound features here on YouTube. We've got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise show coming up. We just did a show yesterday that you guys can check out. And trying to think what else we got going. I know we will be reviewing that crazy Epstein horror movie next week. So yeah,
Cool.
that's some of what we got coming for you guys.
What you got coming up, Jay? Anything coming up?
I'm going to start back the Wednesday shows sometime soon. Maybe, this week or next week or the week after, sometime soon.
He'll be doing a commentary on the two Corys coming soon.
That's right. That's
You
right.
should.
Let's do Kingpin.
Oh,
Okay.
man, I
God,
watched that with
Kingpin.
Hayden. Hayden hadn't seen it. We saw it for the first time.
Oh
He saw it
god,
for the
Kingpin
first
is
time.
so
Yeah.
fucking good.
What did you
So
guys end
good.
up doing? I mean, not to extend, but what did you guys end up doing? Did you beyond
What-
that?
I mean, we went to the hockey game and the concert and
I mean,
just kind of
a little bit of a little above the pants stuff, but
yeah, on above the shirt, on top of the shirt stuff. So.
There you go.
But yeah, so look forward to that. Jay the Stingray on YouTube and all social medias.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Jonathan, you got anything coming up on your channel?
I actually do. I have a new little series I'm going to start with my wife where we watch every hopefully at some point, every Goosebumps episode.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
We're calling it Goose Humps because we're married and we hump.
Awesome. When are you guys starting that up?
They were going to try to do one tomorrow night, actually. So
Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, everybody check that out on Bombastic Reviews. And this Sunday night, we'll have a new episode of Bell Classics on the Bell Classics channel.
Yeah.
Midnight Sunday night. So check that out. Every Sunday night, we have a new one up. So until we see you again, guys, take it easy.